Good morning for one more minute, and welcome back to Field 1 here on the last day of the regular season in the FGCL. We're here in Palmasola in Bradenton, Florida for the rubber match between the Sea Cows and the River Mocs. Last night, in the final game of the day, it looked like the Mocs were going to coast to a chance at a sweep. They had a 6-0 lead going into the bottom of the sixth, but the Sea Cows mounted a monster comeback, 6 runs in the home half of the sixth, and then they walked it off on an error in the bottom of the seventh. And now here they sit, trying to battle for positioning in the FGCL playoffs one more time in this decisive Game 3. Glad that you're with us. Gray Robertson and producer Gracie up here in the booth. Here are the stakes. The Sea Cows are 6-11. With a win, they are locked in as the 8th seed for the FGCL tournament, no matter what happens around them. A loss, and they are the 9 seed because the Skeeters and the Finns both won earlier today. For the River Mocs, a win puts them at the 6th seed, full stop. A loss, and they are the 7 seed. If the Rodeo win later today against the Squeeze, they are the 6 seed if they lose and the Rodeo also take a loss. We go to the lineups now for the Myakka City River Mocs, 8-9 on the summer. And once again, going with the same leadoff as yesterday, Jada Phillips, the catcher, will start things off. Kendall Trim, the first baseman, bats second. Hitting in the 3 spot is the second baseman, Erica Ramsey. Alyssa Allen, the bats 4th. Riley Williams is at short, hitting 5th. Danny Rosner, the right fielder, will bat 6th. Hannah Davila, third base in the 7th spot. Another Hannah Evans, the left fielder, bats 8th, Maddie Simmerman, the pitcher's in the 9 hole. Gabby Gesualdo's in center field, batting 10th. And they will take on the newest member of Winthrop in the circle, Allie Bunch. 2.53 ERA this summer, 3-2 record, 36 innings, 39 hits, 22 runs, 13 earned, 11 walks, and 26 strikeouts for Bunch. Jada Phillips will start things off. And it's ball 1 to the LSU Tiger. Jada yesterday was 2 for 3 with a pair of doubles. And there's a strike, 1-1. On the summer, Phillips hitting .214, 6 of 28 with an RBI, a homer, those 2 doubles, and 3 runs scored. .371 on base percentage. So as things today get finalized, and this window is going to clear a lot up in the bracket, we will let you know how things go as Bunch starts off with a strikeout. 1 down, and here's the defense for the Sea Cows. Vienne in left, Fennell in center, Boardwine in right. Bonilla at third, Jaimez at short, McKinney, the all-star, at second. Over at first base are Bond and Rogers behind the dish as Kendall Trim steps in. Incoming freshman going to UCF. Yesterday, Trim was 0 for 2, had a home run in game 1. 3 of 20 with an RBI on that solo homer. 3 runs scored as well for Trim out of Moody, Alabama. And quickly down 0-2. Here's what we know for the postseason. Right now, locked in. 3 slots. Squeeze have clinched the regular season title with the Queens loss. They're the 1 seed. Nears are the 12 seed. Circus will be the 11 seed no matter what, win or lose later today. Trim hits it to center. There's a 1-out single for the Mocs. And a good start for Kendall Trim, who stands on first base. Which will bring up Erica Ramsey out of Southeastern. Ramsey yesterday was 0 for 2. Batting 167 here this summer. Almost hit her. 5 of 30 with 3 RBIs, a triple, a double, and 6 runs. OBP at 306. Conditions here at Palmasola. It's a little sticky. I can't lie. Well, that better not be. That's not the tea guy leaving, right? It is? The teas are closed? No more teas?
No, it's open.
Oh, whew. Okay. 2 and 1. I gotta get a tea later because I'm almost out of water. And we have another game after this. And that hits Ramsey. She will head to first. So 2 on, 1 out. And now the big power hitter who had a home run yesterday, Alyssa Allen. Part of a 1-for-3 outing for the Binghamton single season home run leader, hitting .308, 8 of 26. Half her hits have left the yard. 8 RBIs, 4 home runs, a double, and 7 runs scored. Glad that you're joining us here on Field 1. Just past high noon here at Palmasola. Allen lines it foul. Two. Swing and a miss. Bunch strikes out Allen. 2 gone for Riley Williams. Williams had a 2-run homer in game 1 at a UNCG. Chases up. 9 of 32, 281 batting average, 4 RBIs, a homer, 2 doubles, and 5 runs. 0-2 upcoming from Allie Bunch. And Bunch strikes out the side. What a start for the Sea Cows, who are coming in with some energy. And they'll bring their bats up when we come back. Here's the starting lineup for the Manatee Sea Cows, 6-11 on the summer, trying to win this game and clinch officially the 8th seed in the FGCL tournament. Rayleigh McKinney, the All-Star, will lead off. She's the second baseman. Riley Fennell is batting second and playing center field. Left fielder Jensen Vien is hitting in the 3 spot. Bria Urban, the first baseman, bats fourth. Brooke Watson, the ad today, is in the 5 hole with Taylor Rogers, the catcher, batting 6th. Allie Bordwine, right field in the 7 spot. Coco Jaimez at short. Gabby Bonilla at third. Allie Bunch pitching 8, 9, 10. And they're going up against another All-Star, Maddie Semmerman out of Maine. Semmerman comes in with a little bit of an elevated ERA because she got touched up in game 2. 3.73 ERA, 3-1 record, 35 2/3 innings. There's a strike, 2-1. 37 hits, 24 runs, 19 earned, 17 walks, and 10 strikeouts. Going up against the All-Star McKinney, who was a big reason why the Sea Cows came back and won yesterday. Overall in the game was 1 for 2, but reached 3 times and stole a bunch of bases. This summer, McKinney is hitting .375 with 5 RBIs, a homer, a triple, 2 doubles, 8 runs, and a .468 OBP. Foul. So we'll give you the defense for the Mocs. Left field is Evans. Center field is Gesualdo. Rosner is in right. Davila at third. Shortstop Riley Williams. Second base Erica Ramsey. Trim is at first, and Jada Phillips behind the dish. Other field right now is Aquanauts and Pioneers, and they're underway as well. McKinney will get another hit. She's just an on-base demon. That's why she's an all-star. Now you got Riley Fennell, the Clemson Tiger. Yesterday, Fennell was 1 for 3, but had the single in the 6th that started that 6-run inning. On the ground to third, and it got past Davila. I think she might have been thinking 2 and didn't get any. That'll be an E5. 2 on, nobody out. And here's Jensen Bien, the Baylor Bear. She also had a good day yesterday, 2 for 3. Ball 1 to Bien, who's batting .368, 14 of 38, 11 runs scored. She's driven in 3, 4 doubles, and a .500 on base percentage. Back to Semmerman. She'll throw to 3, and that's a good job getting to the lead runner. Very heady play by Maddie Semmerman. Because the urge there is to probably try and get the double play, but I'm all right going to get the lead runner. Now Bria Urban takes strike 1. Player out of Omaha. 9 of 37, 243 average, 3 RBIs, a homer, a double, and 4 runs. Yesterday, Urban was 0 for 3 with a walk. Two and two. high chopper, and everybody's going to be safe. Bases loaded, one out. As Urbon reaches on the unsuccessful fielder's choice. And here is Brooke Watson. To first. Off the glove of Trim. She will win the race, but that is an RBI ground out. And it's 1-0 Sea Cows. There'll be an unearned run. 2 gone in the inning. And here's Rogers. Movement fooled her there. 0-1. Rogers had an RBI yesterday. Part of a 1-for-2 game with a walk. This summer hitting 182. 6 of 33 with 5 runs driven in. A double and a run. Good job by Simmerman. 0-2. Over to third, backhanded by Davila. Good throw, and there's the inning. But 1 unearned run does score, and we go to the second. Sea Cows up 1-0. To the top of the second we go. River Mocs trailing for the first time outside of the 7th inning in this series. Game 1, the Mocs totally controlled 9-2. Game 2, they had a 6-0 lead until they got walked off in the 7th, 7-6. And now it's 1-0 as 6-7-8, Rosner, Davila, and Evans step in. Danny Rosner out of Lafayette. Had a hit yesterday. And that got through the wickets at third. And that's an error to start. On Bonilla. And one down for Hannah Davila, who's going to North Florida. Previously a Georgia Bulldog. Davila was 0 for 3 yesterday. Now batting .261, 10 of 38, 9 RBIs, 4 homers, a triple, a double, and 7 runs. And that's scooped out to left field and down for a hit. So quickly, 2 base runners for the Mocs here in the second. And now up comes Hannah Evans. East Carolina Pirate. Let's see what she tries to do. Maybe she'll lay something down, perhaps. She shows it. It's outside. Ball 1. Evans this summer is hitting .233, 7 of 30, with 2 doubles and 5 runs. Trying again. It's a good one. Throw from Bonilla is in time. But the sacrifice moves both runners, and 2 are in scoring position for the Mocs with 1 out. So 2 in scoring position for Semmerman, who fouls off the first pitch. Maddie Semmerman picked to the All-Star team, batting .321, 9 of 28 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Chloe Evans watching from the third base coaching box as Semmerman bloops it foul. It was a pretty good effort. Urban was trying to hunt that down. I think the press tower just got hit by a foul ball from field 2. And Semmerman comes up empty. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Bunch. Her 4th. Ten down, or I should say to the 10 hole, 2 down. Gabby Gesualdo up the middle. Rosner will score. And here comes the go-ahead run. Now Gesualdo's going to be out at second base, but the damage is done. 2-1 Mocs go into the bottom of the second after Gabby Gesualdo drives in a pair. So 2-1 Mocs. As Maddie Semmerman comes back out to throw. She'll face 7, 8, 9 in the Sea Cows order. Boardwine, Jaimez, and Bonilla. Starting off with Allie Boardwine, who's had a couple base hits in this series. Looking for a new home out of Oklahoma Baptist. 5 of 33. An RBI and 2 runs scored for Boardwine. and Simmerman's ready. First pitch grounded to third. Davila's got it. There you go. Busy day for Davila over at the hot corner as UCF's Coco Jaimez comes in. Average back over 200 at 205, 8 of 39 with 4 RBIs and 6 runs, 279 OBP. Beautiful bunt. Phillips has to hurry in time. So just like that, to the 9-hitter Gabby Bonilla, who takes a called strike in the portal from South Carolina State. Grounded to deep short. Whip throw in time. Well done, Riley Williams. And it's a 1-2-3 expedient bottom of the second. 2-1 Mocs as we go to the third. In the last inning, Gabby Gesualdo doubled her season RBI total, went from 2 to 4, and her 2 RBI single made it 2-1. Now, the top of the order, we'll look to build. The Mocs will bring up Phillips, Trim, and Ramsey against Allie Bunch in the circle. You give up a couple unearned runs in that second inning. As Chloe sprints across the home plate cam into the third base coaching box. And here is the first pitch to Phillips. It's ball 1. She struck out earlier, did Phillips. So there's a walk to Phillips to start the third, and up comes Kendall Trim. Trim bunts it foul. Kendall singled in the first. Wow, they found some intense moves over in the River Mocs dugout. That's going to get out of play. Watch out. as we discussed, a River Mocs win would mean we actually know a couple matchups. Sea Cows would be the 9 seed. They would play the 8 seed Finns. Mocs would be the 6, taking on the 11 seed Circus. And Alley Bunch is making life hard. There's out number 1. Then in steps Erica Ramsey, who was hit earlier. Popped up. Who wants it? That's a fair ball. I would not be shocked at all if this is a Brett Sauerwein challenge. It means first and second for the Mocs with 1 out. So it is an E2, putting Ramsey on for Alyssa Allen. Allen struck out earlier. 3-0 on Alyssa out of Binghamton. And there's ball 4. Base is loaded. All without a hit here in the inning. And up comes Riley Williams, who struck out in the first, but made a great play at short last inning. And how often is that the case? You make a great defensive play, you come up in a big moment. By the way, good reminder, if you're watching, tweet me at Gray_Robertson. Say hello, we'll read your message on the air. This is my last full day. I'm leaving tomorrow after the All-Star game. Got personal business in Dallas, so give us a chance to, reminisce about the summer. Share some hellos for producer Gracie and I in the booth. We got Ryan Urquhart, who's going to be coming in. He's fantastic. You are in very good hands. Tom is here as well, and Tom's great. Y'all be set. Williams skies this on the infield, and infield fly is called. 2 out. Danny Rosner reached on an error and came in to score in the second inning. Takes ball 1. Respectfully, this is, to use a word that now Gracie knows is part of my lexicon, this is giving a little bit of yesterday. The Mocs had that 6-0 lead going to the bottom of the 6th. It could have been significantly more. They left the bases loaded in the first. I think they had 7 left on in the entire game. Even in game 1, which they won 9-2 and was never in doubt, they left 7 runners on base. So they've struggled a little bit situationally here in this series. And the Sea Cows have already shown, you give them an opening, they can run right through the door. Another foul ball. Slap foul again, this time almost fielded by Chloe Evans. If I had a quicker cursor, I would have gotten there in time, but alas, I do not. Slap back to Bunch. The flip will get out of a jam. Allie Bunch Houdini's her way out of a bases-loaded situation, and the Sea Cows will come back to the plate in the bottom of the third, down by just a run. Here in the bottom of the third, it's 10-1-2 for the Sea Cows. Allie Bunch will lead off. The pitcher in the 10 spot takes ball one. Allie this summer is 5 of 30 with an RBI, 3 runs scored. Hitless in the series so far. They're trying to turn the lineup over and set up Rayleigh McKinney. Bunch came to the FGCL from Barton College, went in the portal, and is going to Winthrop. Right to first off the glove of Trim, the ricochet and the flip. Will lead to the 3-4-3 ground out, and there's one gone for the top of the order. That was well hit by Bunch. And not lost on me, the strong backup by Ramsey coming over from second. Now you got the all-star Rayleigh McKinney. To quote Smash Mouth, or paraphrase him rather, hey now, she's an all-star. And deserved too. Brandon, Mississippi native. Sophomore last year for Southeastern, has been All-Sun Conference twice. Got hit number 16 with a single in the first inning. And that's going to find grass, I believe. Yes, indeed. Gesualdo made the dive. It'll be a hustle double for McKinney. And she just stays on base. 2 for 2 day for Rayleigh. Tying run in scoring position. Good backup by Rosner and right after Gesualdo made that dive. I didn't look all that close. Now you got Fennell, who reached on an error and scored in the first. Strike one to the Clemson Tiger. Riley hails from Oviedo, Florida. Last season at Clemson, these were her stats. She did not get a ton of chances, but they were good. 3 for 7, that's a 429 average with an RBI, a double, 9 runs, and a 636 OBP. And let me give you a little sneak peek, Clemson fans, Fennell family. So I'm writing my way too early top 25 for Softball America. Brady's written one, and I'm writing one too. And I've got Clemson at 9. Two and 2 on Fennell. If any other schools are represented in this game, I will spoil my list a little bit. Although, in fairness, I do reserve the right to edit my own article. Fennell through the middle. McKinney stops at third. Fennell will take second on the throw. 2 in scoring position with 1 out as Riley Fennell has another base hit. And here is Jensen Bien, who hit into a fielder's choice in the first. That's hit number 13 for Fennell. Average now just shy of 300. Bien to center. That is going to fall. This game is tied. Jensen Bien with the RBI. Her fourth. 2-2 here in the third. If anything, this underscores how big it was to get Bunch on that weird hard liner. And Bien will scoot to second. That's stolen base number 5 for her. 2 in scoring position yet again for Brie Arbonne, who hit into a fielder's choice in the first. Off the glove of Ramsey. Fennell will score. Bien is coming home. The throw to second won't get Arbonne. The Sea Cows are up 4-2 on a 2 RBI single. I'm going to correct myself. That is a 2 RBI double. Because there wasn't really a throw to advance on until Arbonne was already safe. Hot shot. Ramsey did everything she could to try and get there and stop it. But it was just too hard to lick over to second base. Now you got Brooke Watson up. RBI ground out in the first for Brooke. Ball one. Chattanooga State player. Three and 0. Over on the other field, top four, 1-0 Aquanauts over the Pioneers. Man, what is going on today? All the craziness to wrap up the regular season. I think Watson just fouled off. Well, I think that would have been ball 4. Producer Gracie nods. 3 and 1. I forgot how to talk halfway through that sentence. It's kind of what happens in this job when you call 40 games in a month. Out to right. Rosner's going to have a beat on it. That'll stop the hit parade. And bring up Taylor Rogers, who grounded out in the first. That is fouled off the roof. 0-1. The runs in this inning are also the first earned runs of the ball game. 4 straight hits by the Sea Cows. Rosner's got it and right. That ends the inning. But the Cows move into the lead after 3, 4-2. Seven, 8, 9 for the Mocs, trailing by 2 here in the fourth. Handed to Villa. Off the end of the bat, McKinney will make the play. Quickly 1 out for Allie Bunch. Out yet again. 3 1/3 now. 3 hits, 2 runs. None of them have been earned. She has walked a couple and struck out 4. Ball 1 to Hannah Evans out of ECU. She had a sack bunt her first time up. Pirate from Smithfield, North Carolina. Cleveland High School, sophomore last year for ECU. And she is ahead 3-0. And that's ball 4. So, 4-pitch walk. Puts the tying run at the plate. Maddie Simmerman can respond immediately. She struck out in the second. Big old cut right there. 0-1. Simmerman from Maine. All-star selection. Linesville, Pennsylvania native. On deck is Gesualdo, who's already driven in a pair of runs. So we're sure looking for something productive here from Simmerman. But Allie Bunch says, no way. Swing and a miss. Bunch has 6 Ks. Here comes Gesualdo. She was first pitch attack, 2 RBI single in the second. She was thrown out at second base trying to make it a double. And same thing again. It won't drive in a run, but it'll put the tying run on base with 2 outs for the top of the order. Nice job by Gabby Gesualdo. Portaling out of Monmouth, and she's closing strong here this regular season. Stage set for Jada Phillips, who is a strikeout and a walk on her line today. Up in the air, McKinney settles. 2 left stranded again by the Mocs. Bunch continues to dance out of danger with traffic on the base pads, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. Sea Cows will look to build on a 2-run lead. New pitcher in the ballgame for the Mocs. It is Delaney Glover out of Binghamton. Getting the ball yet again in this series. A 3.20 ERA, 2-2 record, 39 1/3 innings, 39 hits, 18 runs all earned, 14 walks, 37 strikeouts. Simmerman went 3 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, no walks and no Ks. And 7-8-9 for the Sea Cows, Bordwine, Jaimez, and Bonilla. Ball 1 to Allie Bordwine. coming from Oklahoma Baptist in the portal out of Chickasha, Oklahoma. Sophomore last year for OBU. We were talking about spots in Oklahoma City a couple days ago because I go for the World Series a lot with Alabama or with Softball America. I've been pretty much every year since 2019, except of course 2020 when we didn't have one. And we were discussing food places, mentioned Cattleman's. There's a great place, I believe it's called The Goose, where I got one of the best sandwiches I've ever had in my life in Oklahoma City. I've had a lot of pickleball run-ins with the Sea Cows here this summer. Full count. Good pitch by Glover. Stopped by Davila, but the throw was in time. Trim was able to keep her foot on the base and not just the safety base. We could see that clearly from here. That's a very athletic play to get board one for the first out. Now Coco Jaimez, who grounded out on a bunt in the second. She'll take strike one. Scoreboard update from the other field. Field 2. Top 4. It's 2-1 Pioneers over the Aquanauts. Knots trying to clinch the 2 seed with a win. A loss, and the Knots are the 3 seed. Foul ball, right call. Another 1-2. Jaimez, that got off the glove of Ramsey. That's a hit for Coco. But a lot of tough hops for Erica Ramsey at second base today. And now here's Gabby Bonilla, who grounded out to short in the second. Bunts it. Davila. And no one's at third base. Jaimez is going to easily get there as the sacrifice does wonders for the Sea Cows. Boy, nobody came in to cover third. And now Allie Bunch has a chance to put another run up with a base hit. 2 gone. She grounded out on a hard hit over to first base. And a 3-pitch strikeout for Glover ends the threat. Runner left stranded over at third base. And we've played 4. 4-2 Sea Cows go into the 5th. Here in the fifth, the Mocs will start with 2-3-4. And it's Emma Castori, Gutierrez, and Allen. Big power trio coming up. And strike one to the Georgia Bulldog, Emma Castori, who yesterday hit home run number 7, batting .455, 15 of 33, 16 RBIs, those 7 bombs, 3 doubles, and 12 runs scored. This is in the air, but it's not going to leave the yard. Boardwine will come in to make the grab. 1 out. Defensive changes for the Sea Cows. Watson is at third, Bonilla at second, and McKinney now the A. As incarnate words, Jillian Gutierrez comes up with the bases clear. She had a 3-run homer yesterday. Her first of the summer. She'll test Bonilla, who's up to the task. Just like that, 2 down. Now you got Alyssa Allen, who's walked and struck out today. Kind of an excuse me foul ball, 1-2 on Allen, who we've discussed a good bit. Came in, I was really excited to watch her this summer. America East Player of the Year this past season. Second all-time in America East single season. Home run ranks with 23 this past year. Drove in 56. But she strikes out looking. And Allie Bunch keeps mowing him down. How about 7 Ks through 5 innings of work? And the Sea Cows will look for more as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Bottom 5 for the Sea Cows, and the top of the order. McKinney, Fennell, and VN. This part has wreaked havoc. But now facing Glover for the first time, who starts with ball 1. McKinney has a single and a double and a run today, backing up the All-Star selection. Member of the Sun. Both these teams' All-Star picks will be on the Sun. Chopper to the new shortstop, Davila. Well done for the first out. Here are the changes for the Mocs. Castori's in at third. Davila at short. Rosner in at second, Cornetto at first. Allen is behind the dish. Gutierrez is in right. Gesualdo still in center field. And out in left is Riley Williams. Riley Fennell hits that foul. She's 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored. Reached on an error and singled. A Sea Cows win would lock them into the 8th spot. They would be the 8th seed. They would open with the 9 seed Skeeters. Fennell skies this towards center field. 2 down. A River Mocs loss, and they would be the 7 seed if the rodeo won, the 6 seed if the rodeo lost to the squeeze. VN takes it for ball 1. Jensen is 1 for 2 with an RBI single today.
I think it hit off this and went that way. Oh, there it is.
Jensen VN to center field. Inning over. Quick work of the top of the order. And Delaney Glover will give her offense a shot in the top of the 6th, down by 2 runs. All right, let's see what the Mocs can do here in the 6th. They've got 5, 6, 7. Williams, Rosner, and Davila. Riley Williams is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop-out. Has not seen Bunch super well today, but saw that one high for a second ball. And she took that low pitch out to right. That was probably not the one she wanted to hunt. 1 down. Bunch is spinning it, though. Gave up A pair of unearned runs in the second, and that's it. Sparse hits scattered around. Mocs have left 7 on base, but not much hard hit off of Bunch so far. Rosner, ground ball to second. Bonilla, good play. 2 down. It's been an efficient game overall. I mean, we are moving. 2 out for Davila. Single and a ground out, 1 for 2 outing. And she's going to find the grass. Cut off by Fennell. But there's the 2 out single. And up comes Delaney Glover in the 8th spot. Out of Binghamton, her first AB today, hitting .258, 8 of 31, 7 RBIs, 1 run scored. Strike 1. By the way, all the festivities, All-Star Game, Home Run Derby, that'll be on Field 2 tomorrow. Field 2 tomorrow. So make sure you're set for that day pass, which you'll have to get tomorrow. Don't get it today. That's going to fall. Davila thought about it. She'll stay at second. A pair of 2-out singles will bring up Hannah Cornetto. The Campbell Camel, who's 2 for 27 this summer, does not have an RBI but has scored 4 times. Trying to bust out right before the postseason. CAA Rookie of the Year. To second base, Bonilla's throw ends the inning. 2 more left stranded by the Mocs, and we go to the bottom of the 6th. Sea Cows will look for insurance on the other side. Pitching change for the Mocs here in the bottom of the 6th. And in comes Claire Woods out of Delaware. 5.81 ERA, 3-6 record, 37 and a third innings, 47 hits, 34 runs, and 34. Beg your pardon, 34 runs, 31 earned, 33 walks, and 38 strikeouts for Woods. Third pitcher of the day after Delaney Glover gives 2 good innings, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and a K. Sea Cows looking for insurance here in the bottom of the 6th. Briere Bond right now with the biggest hit of the day. A 2 RBI hustle double back in the 3rd. That's the last time anybody scored in this game. 1-2. Scoreboard update on Field 2. Top 5, it is 3-1 Pioneers over the Aquanauts. Nears are locked into the 12, but can get momentum going into the playoffs on Thursday as their bond sends us high in the air. One down. Now you got Brooke Watson, 0 for 2 with an RBI. Haven't gotten any tweets from anybody here on our last day of the regular season. My last day is tomorrow. After the All-Star game, I'm getting in the car, going back to Tuscaloosa, and driving to Dallas on Thursday. Just off. Good pitch by Woods. Got a piece. Another strikeout. First for Woods. Second for the Mocs pitching staff. 2 down here in the 6th. I'll bring up Rogers, who's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. Top of the 7th, the Mocs will have 10-1-2. Gesualdo, the Red Hot Claire Woods, and Emma Castori. So this is not even close to done. Coming up a little later on this field, the last regular season game on Field 1. Impact and Circus. Even that has stakes. Not for the Circus. They're in the 11 spot no matter what. Impact with a win would be the 4 seed. Also be the 5. Two and 1 to Taylor Rogers. Going to Nova Southeastern after portaling from Mercer. She's worked at 3-1. Cued foul. Another foul ball. That was much harder. This might be the time-wise longest half inning we've had here in this game. Mainly because of this battle with Rogers against Claire Woods, who calls time. Claire started her career at Middle Tennessee. Was the People's Choice Award winner in the FGCL a few summers ago. Now at Delaware. And that's ball 4. Good job by Rogers drawing that walk. And a 2-out base runner for the Sea Cows as they send up Allie Boardwine. And McKinney is going to come and run for Rogers. Boardwine is 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts. Third different pitcher that Allie Boardwine has faced down in the 7 spot. McKinney can run too. 12 stolen bases this summer. Does not have one yet today. Change misses. 1-1. Jammed over to short. Davila initially misread it. But we go to the 7th. The Mocs hold off the Sea Cows' chance to get an extra run, and they will bring up 10-1-2 and try and tie it up or more when we come back. Little multicam action going into the 7th inning. Sea Cows trying to close the regular season with a series win over the Mocs and clinch the 8 seed in the postseason starting Thursday. Mocs trying to turn it around with 10-1-2 due up. And ball 1 to Gabby Gesualdo, who's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles and 2 RBIs. Gesualdo in the air to left. Gabby Gesualdo all the way out. Oh my gosh. The 10 hole brings the Mocs within 1. What a game for Gabby Gesualdo. First homer of the summer. Man, you want to talk about seeing it. Gesualdo has seen 4 pitches in this game and gone 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs. And that sets up the top of the order. Claire Woods getting her first AB. She's been a menace in the series and on the summer is hitting .422, 12 of 23 with 4 RBIs, a homer, 2 doubles, and 3 runs. Yesterday, she was a little frustrated after the game because she got a pitch she felt like she could hit out of the yard that she took. Looking for redemption here in Game 3. And on deck, you've got Emma Castori, who's always a threat to leave the building. Woods out to center field and right to Fennell for the first out. That was crushed. And now Emma Castori, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Third alone in the league in home runs entering today. Ball 1. One and one. Buford, Georgia's Emma Castori this past year for the Bulldogs at .222. Drove in 9, couple homers. Will be, unless stats have gone crazy today, in the home run derby tomorrow, an all-star selection as well. Trying to do some damage in the 7th. She will. Base hit, tying run on. Now you got Gutierrez, who's 0 for 1 with a ground out. Allie Bunch trying to finish off this complete game. Strike 1. Oh and 2. Gutierrez, a returning FGCLer from Incarnate Word. Started her career at Southeastern Louisiana. Staying alive here in the 7th. Mocs dugout, rockin' umbrella. A classic. Gutierrez powers it to right. Boardwine will watch it go to the fence. Castori heads for third. Evans holds up the stop sign. 2 in scoring position with 1 out here in the 7th inning. Double for Gutierrez. And now what's the move here? The Sea Cows will make a change in the circle. 1 out and 2 in scoring position. And in comes Katie Rearley to throw after a great performance by Bunch. But trouble in the 7th. We'll step aside for a moment. The new pitcher is the Game 2 winner, Katie Rearley. Second and third for Alyssa Allen. Give you Rearley's notes in a moment. Allen to left field. That's all the way to the fence. Castori will come in to score. Here comes Gutierrez. Alyssa Allen has given the Mocs a one-run lead in the top of the 7th. First pitch she saw. And Allen has the 2 RBI double, 5-4. Now Riley Williams takes ball 1. So that closes the book on Bunch. Bunch goes 6 1/3, 9 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts. Rearley enters with a 4.44 ERA. A 3-4 record, 41 innings, 57 hits, 31 runs, 26 earned, 17 walks, and 32 Ks. Alyssa Allen just had double number 2 this summer and now up to 10 RBIs. Williams skies this on the left side. It's Jaimez, 2 down. Danny Rosner 0 for 3. Ball 1. Bunt. Rearley bobbled it for a moment. I don't think she would have had her. They're on the corners with 2 outs. That'll be a bunt single for Rosner. Just perfectly placed. And now Davila, who's 2 for 3, pair of singles and a ground out. Strike 1. Rearley yesterday got the complete game win, 7 innings, 9 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Rosner goes. Stolen base for Danny. Davila, left field, 3-run dagger. A monster 7th inning for the Mocs as they bite back and go up 4. Hannah Davila with home run number 5, RBI number now at 12. And this is a 6 spot in the top of the 7th as they close in on clinching the 6th seed in the postseason. Delaney Glover singled in the 6th. Ball 1. So now we look to the bottom of the 7th, and it'll be the bottom of the order. Jaimez, Bonilla, and Bunch. Someone, probably 2 people, with it being a 4-run game now, will have to get on and get the top of the order a realistic chance. As Glover sends that just into a hot air balloon up in the sky. Another one. Don't forget how this inning started. Gabby Gesualdo solo homer. That is the moment that kick-started this whole rally. Even though Allen had the go-ahead double, I think it's going to be, if the Mocs hold on, Gesualdo, who I would give player of the game. Getting a 3-for-3 outing with 3 RBIs from your 10-hole is just clutch. As producer Gracie nods, because I'm always right. That's why. Full count. Also, if this score holds, the Mocs not only lock up the 6th seed, but they know who they play. They would take on the Circus Thursday. I'll give you times later. If the Sea Cows don't come back, they drop to the 9 seed. Via tiebreaker. Their opponent would be the Siesta Key Finns on Thursday. That would be a very early game, I believe 9 a.m. on Field 1. Good walk drawn by Glover. The inning continues. And here is Hannah Cornetto, who grounded out in the 6th. Cornetto looped to right, and Boardwine lays out. It was a long run and a great catch diving ahead to definitely save another run and end the inning. But 6 do cross for the Mocs, and now they're 3 outs away from winning the series and finishing at 9-9 in the FGCL. Bottom of the order due up for the Sea Cows, and we come back. Well, now it's the Sea Cows up against it. Couldn't close the deal in the top of the 7th, but they've got a shot in the home half. Down by 4. It's imperative that the bottom of the order produces at least, I've got to think, a couple base runners. Jaimez, Bonilla, and Allie Bunch Jaimez is 1 for 2 and has hit well in this series, facing Claire Woods. Third pitcher of the day for the Mocs, looking to get the win. Back to Woods. She's up to the task, 1 down. Gabby Bonilla now 0 for 1 with a sac bunt. Nice pitch. One and two. Bonilla in the portal from South Carolina State. Outside. Did that hit her? Yes, it did. Well, that'll work. So a hit by pitch puts Bonilla on first base for Allie Bunch, who's 0 for 2. She can reach. Top of the order is waiting, and this thing can get real interesting here in the bottom of the 7th. Bunch out to right. That's foul. Well, McKinney is going to get a crack, no matter what happens here, barring a double play. Rolled over. Foul ball. I think that's right. I agree. That almost ended this ball game if that had been fair. Change up? That'd be my call. Instead, it was hard, and Bunch fouls it. Stays alive. Here's the chance. Davila, no, she'll only get the one, and it was a close play. And we're going to have a challenge at first base. One moment, please, as we take a look at the tape. So after review, Bunch beat it out. Infield single for Allie Bunch. You could see on the replay she had it by, I mean, shoot, the ball wasn't even in the glove yet when Bunch was on the safety base. So 2 on, 1 out for the top of the order. Bottom of the order has done the job for the Sea Cows. Now Rayleigh McKinney pops up the first pitch. Who wants it? Gutierrez, 2 down. And a tying run remains on deck. Riley Fennell is 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Jensen Vien is on deck. Fennell has to reach to continue this game. Ball 1. One and one. Fennell will find the grass in center. Bonilla took a giant turn, but she heads back. And here comes the tying run with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Second hit today for Fennell. Jensen Vien. Ball 1. Vien is 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Three and out. Called strike, inner half, 3 and 1. Big pitch by Woods. Definitely don't want the winning run to come to the plate. Briere Urban is on deck. She's already driven in 2. Called strike. Well, here you go. Jensen Vien, the tying run. Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Here's the payoff from Claire Woods. Swing and a miss! Claire Woods slams the door, and the Mocs use 7th inning dramatics to win the series and clinch up the 6th seed in the FGCL postseason. a 6-run top of the 7th, and then a strikeout with the bases loaded. Give the Mocs an 8-4 win to win the series and move to 9-9 on the summer. The Sea Cows drop to 6-12, and here's what this result means. The Mocs are now playing at 11:30 on Thursday in the first round against the 11-seed Circus. This also locks up the Rodeo in the 7 spot. The Sea Cows are the 9 seed. They will play the 8 seed Finns at 9 a.m. Eastern time on Thursday on Field 1, I believe. Mocs Circus will also be on Field 1. What a ball game. 2 great games here on this field. Let's see what the third one brings us a little bit later on in the final day of the regular season. For producer Gracie, I'm Gray Robertson. Mocs win at 8-4. We'll see you next time, everybody.